Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago. This is a wonderful place. I'm already in Tobago. Yesterday I arrived in Trinidad and just stayed for one night, and then I got a flight to Tobago, which is really spontaneous because I just went by the Caribbean Airlines in Kingston and I asked them for available flights, and it was really the last seat I could get. And because there's also no ferry, it's easily booked out. So I'm really fortunate to be here in Tobago. I'm also really fortunate to have this wonderful host, Brandon. He let me stay in his wonderful Airbnb apartment. See, this is a Waterfall apartment, sweet breeze. He got the same idea like me, themed the apartment somehow, but then it's not really themed inside. So this is a coral garden, but it has nothing to do here with corals. Now instead, you see the gold race. Picture, they do have the famous gold race. It's on Easter, but maybe they also have it on other days. So yeah, really nice, newly decorated. Yeah, also it's a gold race room. This is not a coral room. This is a gold race room. I think maybe he made some mistakes. Yeah, I don't even know if they have a gold race room. First of all, KFC in Trinidad Tobago do not sell coffee. Does not sell coffee, which is really sad. Today I'm here in Scarborough, which is the biggest city of Tobago. Hopefully you can experience some of the culture of this place. That's what Carnival is like here. Trinidad Tobago. Cultural show. You see this turtle. Yeah, like yesterday, but it's hard to see the daytime. Fish, Englishman's Cove. I don't know, the thing is Pigeon Point. Yeah, all famous for fishing, carnival, culture. This is where we're going now, I think. This is Fort George. More carnival stuff. Yeah. Rastafaris. Fortunately, I missed the birthday of Selassie, because you get nothing done here in this place. So it's a new day, Monday. The new week started and I'm about to go out to the beach to explore Tobago. I'm already here for 2 days in Trinidad Tobago and I didn't see that much because I was busy traveling between the islands and getting settled. And I just realized how beautiful the money is. They're having really interesting bills, like with birds on every bill. So I really love birds, so I think it's quite cool. See here this beautiful little birds. And here a $20 bill. A US dollar is about 6.6, so it's like $3 to get a hummingbird. And all bills have different birds. This is the best bird, which is the paradise bird. This is also the biggest bill, but this bird is almost extinct in Trinidad, unfortunately, so it's very difficult to find. This one as well. A $1 bill, 20 US cents or less. Yeah, so it's really nice here, but it's really not cheap. That's a problem. It's really difficult to do backpacking here. There are like almost no hostels. I haven't seen a single hostel in Trinidad. There are a few here in Tobago, but they already cost like $20. So it's prices are about similar to the US, I would say. So yeah, not for backpackers, but still worth the visit. And you can get cheap flights to here. So they have flights for $100 from Florida, but I paid $330 from Jamaica. So expensive, but I was a little bit late since I couldn't catch a boat. Anyway, now I'm here and I'm enjoying this island very much. There's a very nice point here at Bucco Beach, that's what I call it. in the north part of the island. Having trees here at the beach. And people go into water with the horses. And there the horse is leaving. Oh, it's way too hot. I'm like sweating. That should be the pigeon point. But it's a little far to walk from the beach. That's a very green lizard. Oh, he's very shy. So I got some salt fish. It looks very similar to Jamaican food actually. And we're going here to the festival.
This festival was celebrated due to the day of the Emancipation, which means the end of the slavery. It is a public holiday in Trinidad Tobago and many other Caribbean nations. In town they celebrated it with many dances, music and live performances. I really enjoyed the evening and was actually surprised that they had such a big show, because I just came without no expectations.
If you look on your right, you will see it flowing in the breeze. I said, the basket of fruits upon the head of the monument symbolizes the offering to the ancestors. Monument.
It's our little friend here. I don't know what's his name, but he's out for a walk out of the cage. But there are actually cats around, so he's in quite danger. But he knows. He's a smart bird. He can't speak. Today I was a little wasted because I stayed home all the day. Well, I did my planning for the trip, and I was a bit unlucky that my host didn't take me to snorkeling, what he said. He told me we would go to a snorkeling trip today, and he didn't show up at 9 a.m. He also didn't reply to messages, so I don't know what is going on. It's also not cheap. It's like $40 for snorkeling. For snorkeling, I mean, you get scuba diving for $20 in Southeast Asia. I mean, yeah, but it's Tobago. Tobago is just a bit more expensive. As you know, I like cheaper countries because you can get much more for your money. Your money is much more worth than here. Here your money is worth very little, so everything is very expensive, and there are no buses here. There's no taxis are super expensive. The taxis cost as much as I would compare in Germany, and everything else is also like accommodation. It's like Europe prices here, but it's not Europe standard, as you can see here, for example. I'm just walking back home because there's no real transport. Don't judge the country too early, let's wait. It's really nice here in Tobago, but the only thing is it's quite expensive. And today I went with a jet ski for $18, 20 minutes, which is alright for the price. But the problem was they slowed down the speed only to 50 km per hour, which is just alright, but not fast enough to make you fall down, even if you take a very sharp turn. So it was a bit boring and I regret it. Next time I hope to make sure they get a full speed. It was like 10 years ago when I went in Thailand, and there was fun. And now I realize it's not that much fun if there's no waves and if they're slow on the speed. And for this price, it's really not worth it. Although it's a good deal for prices which we have in Trinidad. Since I saw even in Thailand you pay about like this. Yeah, and I'm also traveling now with this Swedish woman and this Danish guy who traveled around the world as well. And the Swedish woman really loves Trinidad, and I just thought that the locals are flirting with her. Yeah? And she's she's like mid-40s and slightly overweight, not too attractive, but that's why they love it here, because they're still accepted by the local people. Yeah? And if they go in their home country, nobody will flirt with them. So I understand. This is like the same thing when all Western guys go to Thailand and Philippines. The women go to the country where the Africans are. The same we have in Gambia, you know, where you find a lot of old women with the young, attractive Gambians. It's even more than here. This kind of seashell.
Conch.
How do you call it?
Conch.
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 Or conch.
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 Yeah, wow. So when you go diving, snorkeling, you see those things?
Yep. They carry sea snail in them.
Oh, right.
Very tasty. The crab comes out. He has nowhere else to go but in here.
Uh-huh.
There's a little feed there.
Feed, there's food inside.
Inside here. You take the food out.
I see.
The stick is moving. And this comes up. The door, the rubber pulls the door down.
It's almost like a rat trap.
Yes. So this rubber
Cool.
here pulls the door down. The string prevents it from coming down.
Wow,
When
really
it's in
smart.
The food just comes down ploop. Get it all in, man.
What's the name of this place?
No man's land.
No Man's Land.
No man's land. Salt.
What fish is that?
Bonito.
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 It's tuna. It's a kind of tuna.
Ah. Yeah, you can see here the back. These things is typical for tuna, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What is this part? This is the
bone. And this is
the bones.
This is blood.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's the head, tail, bones.
Uh-huh.
This is the meat.
Yeah, a lot of meat here.
Show it, this is stuff like that.
So you have to fry this food, to roast this food, to eat it. You can't eat it raw. Like fish. Yeah, man. There's a breadfruit is very delicious with cheese.
Huh?
This breadfruit is very delicious with the cheese. I'll just make a video. And I'll make the fish. And I have some locals doing business here for the hungry tourists from the glass button boat. And they're coming later.
I tell them what I say, hey, when I live back.
Well, let's go back. So this place is called Scarborough, and it is very popular among local people, but also among tourists. It's a very nice tree, and I saw hummingbirds.
Trinidad Tobago is a paradise for bird lovers. Not only you can find hummingbirds, but many other species as well.
So this beach is called Pigeon Point. I guess they have lots of birds here. Really fine sound. Really fine.
If you would ask me if Trinidad or Tobago has the better beaches, then I would say Tobago wins by far.
There should be parrots in the tree. Then we go on a little excursion to the waterfall. It's really a jungle here. Alright, you have to cross the river now. Yeah. He's looking at the woods. Mud. White. Alright. So finally you made it.
We have 2 spots to go. We swim into the waterfall, and then we have on top you can see the whole view from the top. So I'll take you on the top first.
Okay, we climb up.
No, I'll show you. Let's follow. All this stuff to stay down here.
Okay. Beautiful here. In the middle of the jungle.
I was really lucky that my couchsurfing house, Brandon Bruce, took me and some other friends to the little excursion into the jungle to see the waterfall, which was really amazing.
So, this is what you do. When you have Christmas, you give the guy the glasses so he can see clearly. Oh, you look cool.
Not easy. Oh, it fell down.
I can get it.
Yeah, you can climb down and get it, yeah.
One day the birds and them say,
Okay. Good?
Good. You think so,
Yeah. I got a
Tastes like pear.
pear.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see the big humpback turtle now. Yeah, not humpback, not the leatherback turtle. Yeah, it's one of the biggest turtles in the world. So we just got a call from Scotty that the turtle came to the beach because he's never sure when they come. So today is the day.
Scotty is a guy who checks the beach for turtles every evening in the season, and when he finds one he calls, for example, Brandon, and then we can take a taxi to see the turtle, but we of course have to give him some tip because he's always down there at the beach. But it was worth it because it was my first turtle I've seen laying eggs on the beach at night.
So I just got back home. I stayed a bit longer because I wanted to see the turtle going into the sea. Basically, Scotty, I don't know if he's a friend of Brandon, but he called us that there's a turtle at the beach laying eggs, and we had to pay him $25 for the information. Anyway, Brandon, in case you're going to see this video one day, I really appreciate it. You are such a good guy, and I feel really grateful for everything you do. I can feel you have a really kind heart, and you are an extremely good person. Today you gave me your old GoPro, this guy here, GoPro 3, GoPro Hero 3, and it really made my day. I'm so happy. I really appreciate that. It's just such a nice gesture because my little Chinese camera, which is alright, it's of course nothing in comparison to your GoPro. So I'm really grateful, and I'm gonna do hopefully many videos with your camera so I can upload them on YouTube and show them to you in the future. I'm also really happy that you let me stay in your place here. It's really nice. Everything is just perfect. Trinidad Tobago, it's just a bit expensive. Not a perfect location for backpacker. So you can have similar things in Southeast Asia, but it's really unique because people are super kind. It's just like I had a good chat with a taxi driver. Like when you go back, like, since I stayed longer at the Turtle, I had to get a taxi. Not a taxi, it's similar to the route taxis in Jamaica. Basically, it's like hitchhiking, which you pay for. And you pay $1 for a really short ride. And we had a good conversation with a really nice driver as well. In fact, I only met nice people here in Tobago. And next week I'm going to see more of Trinidad and see if the people are just the same, if they can keep up the standard with Tobago, or if Tobago is indeed better. Because here are much more tourists than in Trinidad, and I have to understand why. I will see that next week.
That's already it from Tobago. I had a really good time there, and I think it's one of my favorite Caribbean islands I have ever visited. Probably also thanks to my couchsurfing host Brandon, who took very good care of me while I was there. Next time I'm going to show you Trinidad, and I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe and support this channel.